There's a lot of confusion, a lot of question right now about whether God exists. You got things like pandemics, viruses, hurricanes, wildfires. All these different things are planting seeds of doubt in the hearts and minds of many. For just a few moments of your day, I want to simply answer one single question. Does God exist? You know, whether you're an atheist or whether you're someone who believes in God, there is one fact that we all agree on, and that is that matter exists today. This is a dinosaur bone dug out of the ground in the Hell Creek Formation in Montana. We were there just a couple of short years ago, found this fossil. There is absolutely no denying that this exists. So the question then is, where did it come from? You know, if I were an atheist, if I were someone who did not believe in God, my only answer is, it had to come from nothing. And yet, how scientific is that? To base your whole worldview, everything you believe in, that everything came from nothing. No, a better answer is that matter exists today, which means that something has existed forever. It's eternal, that gave rise to all of these things. Now, if something is eternal, that means it violates scientific laws. So think about that for just a moment. You know, science says everything is wearing out, it's running down, and yet there's this eternal thing that gave rise to all this matter that is actually outside the observable laws of naturalistic science. It's eternal. And so if you're looking or questioning, looking for proof, questioning whether God exists, let me encourage you, stop, take a little time, walk outside, maybe come across something like this, maybe look at the intricacy, the design in nature around you, and you're going to see there's proof for God. Paul put it this way in Romans chapter 1, verse 20. He said, "For since the creation of the world, his invisible attributes are clearly seen." Who's the his in that statement? That would be God. God's invisible attributes have been clearly seen. He says, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. He's basically saying here, if you want proof of God, go look around. And oh, by the way, you don't have an excuse not to believe in God. So as you're thinking about all of the things that are happening in the world around us today, I want to close with a verse out of Ecclesiastes. Solomon wrote that particular book, and after tasting all the finest things that life has to offer, here's what Solomon said. In Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 13, he said, "Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter." He's saying, let me sum it up for you. He said, "Fear God and keep his commandments. For this is man's all." This is the whole duty of man. If you're out there questioning, if you're out there wondering, let me encourage you, stick to Solomon's advice. Fear God and keep his commandments. I hope you'll think on these things. Thanks.